Dear aspirants, welcome to our channel. Today, I am going to discuss current affairs related to science and technology. The topic is PSLV C51. It was launched on February 28, 2021. Now, what is this PSLV C51? It was launched by ISRO from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. And the most important point here is, for the first time, it has carried the Brazilian satellite Amazonia 1. So what is this Brazilian satellite Amazonia 1? It is an optical Earth observation satellite. And one important aspect of PSLV C51 is, along with Brazilian satellite Amazonia 1, it has carried 18 other co-passenger satellites. So these 18 satellites belongs to USA and India. So among the 18 satellites, 5 satellites are from India and 13 satellites are from USA. Now about the PSLV C51. It is the 53rd flight of ISRO and the first dedicated mission of its commercial arm New Space India Limited, that is NSIL, and it was undertaken with a commercial arrangement with Space Flight Incorporation of USA. Now, what are the features of PSLV C51? PSLV C51 is equipped with 2 solid strap-on boosters, and it is the third launch of PSLV D1 variant. That means these solid strap-on boosters was earlier launched by PSLV DL variant. Now, regarding the satellites launched by PSLV C51. So, what are the satellites launched by PSLV C51? Regarding USA, the 13 satellites belong to USA. Among these 13 satellites, one is a technology demonstration satellite, and the remaining 12 satellites are meant for two-way communications and data relay. This is a brief note about the satellites belonging to USA. Now about Indian satellites. So the PSLV C51 launched 5 satellites from India. The important among them are SD-SAT. Number 1. What is this SD-SAT? It is Satish Dhawan satellite. This satellite is built by Space Kids India. Space Kids India based at Chennai. Now, it is a nano satellite meant to study the radiation levels, space weather, and demonstrate long-range communication satellite. So, this satellite was built by Space Kids. Now, what is this specific and significant feature of this satellite? That means there is an engraving of our Prime Minister on the top panel of the satellite, which denotes or which shows the solidarity for Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative and space privatization. So this is important regarding this satellite. Now, the second satellite is called as Unity satellite. It is called as Unity Sat. It is a combination of 3 satellites for providing radio relay services, and it was designed and developed by 3 reputed engineering institutes of India. So what are these 3 engineering institutes which designed and developed this Unity Sat? They are JPR Institute of Technology, Sri Perambudur, and Sri Shakti Institute of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore, and GH Raizoni College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. Okay. Now, regarding the third satellite, that is, this satellite belongs to DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. Now, we will discuss about the Amazonia 1 satellite. This Amazonia 1 satellite belongs to Brazil. The weight of the satellite is 637 kgs and the mission life is 4 years. This satellite belonged to the Brazilian National Institute for Space Research. What is the purpose of this satellite? The major function of this satellite is to provide remote sensing data to be used for monitoring deforestation in the Amazon region. So, the main purpose or function of this satellite is to monitor the deforested region in the Amazon region. Now, this Amazonia 1 satellite is injected into Sun synchronous polar orbit. The most significant aspect is it was the first fully Brazilian made satellite that helped to monitor Amazon forests. Now we will study the significant aspect of this Brazilian satellite, how it helps to improve the Indo-Brazil relations. That means it has an impact or implication in the India-Brazil, Indo-Brazil foreign relations in the area of science and technology. So there has been an increased support for each other's satellite and use of each other's ground stations, including tracking stations. For example, India's Chandrayaan 1 and 2 missions and Mangalyaan, that is Mars orbiter mission that was launched in 2013, both these satellites used Brazilian Earth stations Alcantara and Cuba. So it helps in improving the Indo-Brazil relations in the field of science and technology. Now, what is the historical background of this? India and Brazil first signed Memorandum of Understanding between Department of Space and Brazilian Space Corporation, that is AEB, in March 2002. And it was followed by a framework agreement in 2004 that is reviewed by a joint working group. In 2007, there was a special arrangement between both the countries, India and Brazil, that allows Indian scientists to access Brazilian ground stations for remote sensing data for Indian satellites. It marks a significant improvement and an historic moment in science and technology relations between both the countries. It would also lead to the growth of multiple business and government opportunities and helps to fulfill the environmental commitment of Brazilian government towards Amazon rainforest. Now, what is the importance? The importance of PSLV C-51 is it is the first dedicated mission of ISRO's commercial arm, New Space India Limited. Now, this PSLV C-51, as we have discussed briefly, it is important for prelims examination and also for mains. It is more factual oriented, so we will study the important facts related to the launch of this satellite, which is useful for prelims. That is, it is ISRO's first launch in 2021, and the total satellites launched by this PSLV C-51 is 19. Among these 19 satellites, 13 from USA, 5 from India and 1 from Brazil, that is Amazonia 1. And it is 78th mission that is launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Now the next point is, ISRO has launched 342 foreign satellites from 34 countries. Okay, 342 foreign satellites from 34 countries till now launched by the ISRO. Now, what is this Amazonia 1? This Amazonia 1's lifespan, mission life is 4 years. And the purpose of Amazonia 1 satellite? To monitor deforestation in Amazon region. Now, what is HDSat? HDSat, the specific feature of HDSat is it has an engraving of Prime Minister on the top panel. It shows solidarity and gratitude for Atmanirbhar initiative and space privatization. Here, the questions likely to be expected in Science and Technology section is PSLV C-51 and also what is the polar sun synchronous orbit? A concept related question, why it is launched in sun synchronous orbit. That means here the word polar means the satellite moves from one pole to other pole. In addition to polar orbit, the orbital plane of the satellite itself keeps rotating. The orbital plane of the satellite will always be at a constant angle relative to the sun. For this purpose, the orbital plane rotates 1 degree per day. This makes one complete rotation of Earth in 1 year. This orbit of the plane of satellite, it accounts for annual rotation of the Earth around Sun, and hence it is called as Sun synchronous orbit. So why this Sun synchronous orbit was chosen for the launch of PSLV C-51, and why the Amazonia 1 satellite was launched in Sun synchronous orbit? The reason behind this is, this orbit is chosen because it enables the satellite to take pictures of the Earth at a fixed angle of illumination by Sun. That is the reason why the Sun synchronous orbit was chosen to launch this satellite. Now we will study in brief about the PSLV. PSLV, it was launched for the first time in 1994. It was a 4-stage launch vehicle, and the payload capacity of PSLV is 1000 kgs. It can place remote sensing satellites in low Earth orbit called as LEO. Then how many stages are there in PSLV? There are 4 stages in PSLV. Stage 1 uses solid fuel, that is HTBP, hydroxy terminated polybutadiene fuel. Second stage it uses liquid fuel, that is it uses UDMH, unsymmetrical dimethyl hydrazine. Third stage it uses solid fuel, and in the fourth stage it uses liquid fuel. Now related to this PSLV is, as we have discussed earlier, it was the first launch from the ISRO's commercial arm, that is NSIL, New Space India Limited. For the first time NSIL has launched this satellite in this year 2021. So we have to study in brief about NSIL, as questions are likely to be expected from the NSIL also. The headquarters is at Bangalore, and the chairman G. Narayanan. And when it was set up on March 6, 2019. It was a wholly owned Government of India company and works under the administrative control of Department of Space. It is the commercial arm of ISRO with the primary responsibility of enabling Indian industries to take up high technology space related activities. The major functions of New Space India Limited is production of PSLV and SSLV, that means small satellite launch vehicle, to industry. Second function, production and marketing of space-based services, including launch services and space-based applications like remote sensing and leasing of transponders. The third function is building of satellites, both communication and Earth observation satellites as per the requirements of users. The fourth important function is transfer of technology, that is transfer of technology developed by ISRO centers and its units of Department of Space. Fifth function is marketing spin-off technologies and products, and lastly it also provides consultancy services to major users of technology related organizations. Now the most important question here is, what is the difference between Antrix and NSIL? As Antrix is also a commercial arm of ISRO, it was established earlier. Now this is NSIL is also a commercial arm of ISRO. And what is the major difference between these two organizations? These two organizations are also the units of ISRO, and one major difference is Antrix will handle ISRO's commercial deals for satellites and launch vehicles with foreign customers. Now NSIL will deal with capacity building of local industry for space manufacturing. Though NSIL is also a commercial arm or commercial agency of ISRO, it deals with capacity building of local industry for space manufacturing, and it deals with transfer of technologies and for development of local indigenous manufacturing technology.